I'm just doing a Tilak Verma, man. I'm sure he was thanking you guys, the Paltan. A fantastic victory. I'm not going to lie. Divyang sitting here was stockpiling tissues when our 4th wicket went down. But thank God, वो नौबत नहीं आई, bro. I saw you stockpiling those tissues. Ki, aaj to barish. But man, we made a fight out of it.
Yes.
Of a game we should have won.
Comfortably.
I think we did win it comfortably in the end, 14 point something.
Yeah.
But man, did you feel that somewhere there was a slight glimmer of hope for you, or you were just sure that you guys are going down the entire way?
No, I had a slightest hope that after the 4th wicket, the way Simranjit Singh and Mukesh they were bowling, I was like, हो सकता है.
You mean Josh Hazelwood and Stark? Very good today,
pretty
man.
good active for that.
They,
Totally.
and again, give credit where credit is due, and you guys started off fantastically well, man.
3 fielders पे 3 slip रखे थे.
3 slip रखे थे starting
में.
मैं और सुना लेकिन सोच रहे कि क्या
धोनी just said कि तूने 1 रखा था मैं 3 रखूंगा. Just like went a bit above, but I think credit to Tilak Verma and Hrithik Shaukin. They played really well. Good composure at this level of the IPL, playing so calmly against quality bowlers like Tikshana and Dwayne Bravo. Played really well. And let's say you guys didn't miss Surya that much.
Thankfully.
Little bit, but
we
not
did
that
miss
much.
him. What tension had the which way? Thank God Tilak Verma अच्छा खेला.
Exactly. Tilak played his part today to perfection. I think he took over that responsibility of staying there till the end. Okay, he would have just gone and played some rash cricket, which he did not. So that was nice.
Yeah, absolutely. And all you lovely guys who've been using the correct hashtag #MISliceMoment. You see, uske sweetness ka andaz is going to be right in front of you because the fans who used it are right here. Prasanna, you're live. Come look here, bro. I love the little. No, but gentlemen, welcome. Alvin, I'm going to start with you because you're in blue, mate, and you do have the biggest smile for the right reasons today. For you, what was the MI Slice moment of the day, buddy?
Yeah, so the match started off very well. I mean, the wickets of Ruturaj Gaikwad and Conway going, it was a big moment. But I think Mumbai were a little lucky that Conway didn't take the review. If he took the review, I think it might have gone a different way. But, kudos to Mumbai. They took a lot of wickets and MS Dhoni somehow stuck out to 90, but very good wicket, murdered it and all, scored very well.
Has anyone ever told you that you have a bit of a resemblance to Jaydev Unadkat? Have you ever got that?
No, I haven't really.
Well,
That's the first time I'm hearing it.
That's the first you've heard of it, buddy. Go! Just take a picture and look at yourself. I think there is a slight resemblance there.
Maybe,
Prasanna,
I think since I grew my beard, I think,
Prasanna, in the middle, did you really have some hopes that probably we can actually win this one?
Maybe a little bit. It was not. It was just hope rather than expectation. It was like, okay, 33 for 2 and then it was 33 for 4 immediately. And you were like, okay, maybe another 1 or 2 wickets here and then things might switch. But credit the way Tilak and Hrithik Shaukin batted. I think they really showed that how you should really approach this chase. And I think Hrithik Shaukin, he got too carried away and the last he tried to heave one off Moin, and I think he could have stayed there and finished things. But otherwise, in what was a very mature knock.
So, Prasanna, what would be your MI Slice moment?
So, slice moment as in?
As an unmemorable moment from the match. The highlight of today's
game. The game-changing moment for you for the game.
Probably the Uthappa's wicket because Bumrah had Uthappa on strings. That over, Uthappa couldn't connect even one ball, and that LPW was probably summed up Bumrah versus Uthappa because Uthappa really had zero clue whatsoever, and he was just heaving his bat away. He had no idea what was coming, whether it was in swinger, out swinger, straight ball, and that 4th ball which Bumrah got him on plumb. I think that just summed up his innings.
And Yashwant, आप बताओ आपके हिसाब से कौन से मोमेंट पे CSK के हाथ से मैच चली गई?
Yeah, that is the MI Slice moment. Just to define it for all of you.
Few decisions up front cost us the match. Basically, Conway का decision जो था वो काफी खराब था. It was going on the 6th stump and umpire gave it out, and we didn't even have option to review it. So it was very tough for us.
Okay, so that would be your MI Slice moment. Alvin, I saw you smirking in the background there. Can you tell us why you had that lovely smile?
No, I had to agree with him because, like, that as Prasanna said, that the wicket of Robin Uthappa was the highlight. I mean, the previous 3 balls, he was beating him, and Uthappa could not connect the ball. And finally, when Bumrah got the wicket, it was like beautiful to watch. I mean, that was really beautiful.
Yeah. In fact, Alvin, were you happy with the batting order? Because मेरे हिसाब से like we made a few changes, and are you really happy with those?
Well, I was really surprised that Pollard got dropped because because he was not in form, not because of that. Only because of the occasion. It's against CSK, and Pollard generally performs well against CSK. So I was surprised that he got dropped. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, they were the order was fine. I think it wasn't a big issue.
Yeah.
Like anyway, the season is almost done, so now we have to experiment, right?
Fair enough. Yeah. In fact, let's have a look at the match summary as well. And I agree. I mean, it has been a good contest, matlab, irrespective of where we end up at the winning side. CSK scoring 97 in 16 overs. Mumbai Indians 14.5 overs to chase down and score 103 for 5. Tilak being the highest scorer, 34 not out in 32 deliveries. And I think उसने काफी अच्छा temperament दिखाया. I think that has to be the highlight. Brilliant bowling by Simarjeet and Mukesh, picking 3 wickets. And I think Tilak ने जो temperament दिखाया is something what we expect more from Sky as well. And अगर Sky और Tilak रहते, like I mentioned, like Brevis is Ishan wala vibe and Tilak is Sky wala vibe. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, he's been groomed under such a guy, na, like Suryakumar Yadav giving his inputs. He's like doing.
2 years down the line, 2 years down the line, you see Tilak Verma, you know,
Yes,
exactly.
definitely.
But what do you have to say about the maturity that Tilak has showed at this position?
Yeah, so this is one thing I really appreciate about Mumbai Indians.
Yeah.
Be it Hardik Pandya, be it Krunal Pandya, Jasprit Bumrah, Suryakumar Yadav, Tilak Verma, list goes on. Let's not go
और
there.
फिर क्या आएगा mega auction.
Can't really help that, but that's really good how they groom the players. I'm really sorry, and this shows a temperament not just of the players but the think tank Mumbai Indian has, which I really appreciate. You got Shane Warne, you got Zair Khan, you got Sachin Tendulkar, you got Mahila Jayawardene, and you know you
Paltan.
And if you look, who's just scouting head, Parthiv Patel, if I'm not wrong, right? Parthiv Patel.
So it's a fantastic team. I think the grooming is done by them. The brooming is done by Payment. I think वो Payment करता है. He's with those big arms. I think he's one person who's universally respected and feared. But look, I think it's come a bit too late in a season which has been more of an experimentation, finding a right combination. If as an outsider you have to look into the MI squad right now and find your pick of the season to maybe 1 or 2 players, who would you pick as the standout performers for MI from the new crop of players this season?
So one would be definitely Tilak, and second would be devil Brevis. Just for one reason, you guys broom devil Brevis for 1 or 2 years. I am saying it, please groom him, because he is someone like baby AB for a reason. Look at his no-look 6. I can never forget that, hitting Rahul Chahar for 4 sixes. One of the moments of the IPL for me. And I think Devil Brevis and Tilak Verma will go a long way into the MI's plans.
You know,
for the
Bajji
next
said, sorry to cut you off, I want to
Yes.
hear what you have to say about this, because Bajji very recently said that these two, the names you took, Tilak and Dewald, are going to play in the blue and gold for at least a decade more. Do you see that happening, or because this might be the last mega auction, the one that we just had.
Correct.
Which might be a good thing, at least for a team like MI, even for CSK for that matter, that tends to groom players rather than just buy the big names.
Yes.
So do you see these two boys in blue and gold for the next decade or so?
Sorry to cut you on that point.
No, I don't.
You know, but Divyang keeps saying that, you know, CSK has groomed a player called Mukesh Chaudhary. He has some really good points to talk about Mukesh Chaudhary. So go ahead on that.
So what I really liked about Mukesh Chaudhary is that in the initial matches he used to get hammer for runs. But you know, Dhoni coming and telling him like, okay, you bowl your lines, you back your strength. So he has improved on his line and length, which we saw in the recent performances.
True, right.
Yeah, so like rather than hitting the deck hard, he has been improving on his line and lengths around the off stump or maybe on the middle stump line, and that we saw today as well, how he's been bowling so well against the likes of Rohit Sharma, Ishan Kishan and a few other players as well. That's one thing can be done. And talking to like your question, I see them, Tilak Verma and Devil Brevis for the next 10 years in blue and gold, definitely.
Well said, buddy. I'm going to ask the same question to the fans who are eagerly waiting to join us again. Gentlemen, again, Alvin, with a big smile. I'm going to ask you first, the boys in blue and gold, do you see Devol Brevis and Tilak Verma cementing their place for the long run in MI?
Absolutely, because Devil Brevis, as one of you said, like he's the baby AB and he plays similar to AB. So I'm a fan of AB. So I really wish that he plays very well for long term.
Yeah.
And Tilak Verma also, I just see a lot of potential. So yeah, I'm very impressed by these two, and hopefully in the future they do very well.
Yeah, really. Fingers crossed. We have really high hopes from the both of them, and I completely agree with Bhajji. यार मतलब decade का पता नहीं, but long run में these two have to stay with MI. Prasad, coming to you, I think Sam's bowled brilliantly. How scary was it for a CSK fan to see Sam's breathing right from the start?
Even the last game, I think first ball Ruturaj Gaikwad, he got him out first ball, and then again this time he wrecked a top order again, and it's good to see that he's coming into his own now again. Like Mukesh Chaudhary, he was getting hammered in his first few games. If Mumbai had wanted, they could have got him out, but they stuck with him, and now he's doing well. Even that last over against Gujarat Titans, and now he's doing well. So it's good to see players being persistent rather than just one or two bad games, you're on the bench. You have to give them a run of games so that they can prove their worth.
Yeah.
In the sense that if I have to ask you this one question, Tim David has been exceptionally great for the MI setup, and he has been continuously backed. He's repaid that faith, Yashraj, and he has delivered for the Mumbai Indians. So what do you have to say about that?
Sorry, couldn't get you.
Tim David has been continuously backed by the Mumbai Indians setup from the time he's made his comeback, and he's always hit those sixes to prove that he's been exceptional talent. So what do you have to say on that?
Tim David, firstly, when he came from the bench, he wasn't able to perform. But then when MI backed him, he was able to perform, and now he is hitting big sixes. So credit goes to MI management that they are backing Tim David, and he is performing well.
You know, Yashraj, I'm going to stick with you, yaar. If you were to complete this sentence, आप ये मेरे लिए sentence complete कर दो. Malinga, Jasprit Bumrah, ... Who finishes that off for you now, for the MI team?
Who finishes for?
Who, if you had Malinga passed on the baton to Jasprit Bumrah, अब अगला कौन है in the MI lineup who takes on that mantle?
Jofra.
Ooh,
When he comes next.
I like how CSK fan prompted it to you.
Love it, love it,
Divyanka
love it.
answer. Alvin, who do you think is going to take on?
I also would say Jofra Archer, because I think the bowling lineup has been missing a lot of spice.
Yeah.
So once Archer and Bumrah comes, I think it's going to be a very lethal lineup, and next season all the teams should be scared of them.
Yeah, in fact, उसके पहले we forgot two players, Zach and Dilhara Fernando and Pollock as well, जिसके vote आया था. Anyway, let's have a look at the player of the match as well. Who do you think, Chino? Who's going to be?
Man, it has. I think the bowlers did it for
I think
me
the pitch
today.
is the man of
The pitch.
Yeah.
Oh
The
my
pitch did
God!
really
Just.
It is Daniel Sam's figures, 4 overs, 16 runs and 3 wickets, economy of just 4. I think he did really well.
Superb.
And this is again a testimony कि MI अपने players को back करती है. And this proves, मतलब एक player को back करो, trust करो, तो he can deliver, he will. What's your take on this?
Definitely. Like when Daniel Sam Swimming smashed over Pat Cummins, and the way people treated him, that was really bad. And I felt that's not how you treat a player. But the way he has come back to the stage, the way he has shown everyone that I'm here to stay, that's really good. And I think that, you know, like in the next year, the coming time, he can be a good support to Jofra Archer and Jasprit Bumrah.
Yeah, you know something that we've been talking about a lot on today's show is MI backing their players, which means dropping a player is a huge, like you have to really be inconsistent, or there has to be another player who's waiting to perform, and that happened with a legend today with Kieran Pollard, and again as especially against CSK on his birthday, someone who loves to perform on the big games. It must have been a massive call to take to drop him, but I mean, look, it did pay off, right?
Yeah, definitely. So I was just talking to someone that it should have taken guts for the captain, for the management to drop someone like Kieran Pollard from the playing 11, because what he has done for you guys over the years is tremendous.
Legendary, yeah.
Totally legendary. And on the birthday, it's like, yaar, birthday gift to de dete kam se kam. But definitely a brave call.
Yeah, very brave.
But
I think knowing him, he's not someone who likes to give up easy. I'm sure he's going to work on himself. And look, I honestly feel he has maybe a couple of seasons in him to still stand. He hit 6 sixes a few months ago, right? मतलब उसमें है अभी जान.
Yeah, and I guess this time the bowler was Tikshana, if I'm not wrong, against Sri Lanka.
Probably.
He hit 6 sixes.
Yeah.
See,
I don't know.
but the
I
point
don't know.
is,
Anyways, whoever it was, I know it was a Sri
comment and
Lankan.
tell us.
Yeah.
Comment and tell us who was the
Comment and tell
bowler.
us who was the bowler.
Binu, do you know? I don't even know.
No, but
No,
on a
but
serious
Pollard
note,
has been exceptional.
Oh, did I
talent.
defeat her?
probably.
Damn.
Now, Vinaysh will collapse.
No, but he's really been good, and
Yeah.
he is going to come back strong.
Yeah, and
I
usually
feel
these
so.
players usually need a break. Like
Absolutely,
Virat Kohli की भी बात करें,
absolutely.
usually
Yes,
it's
yes.
not like उनको batting सिखाना है, like they know
It's
how to do.
workload management.
It's just थोड़ा सा
Yeah.
break दे दो,
Workload
they'll come back
management.
very strongly.
Yes.
यार मेरे यहाँ पे तो पूरे comments भरे पड़े हैं.
Yeah.
Parth Patel on YouTube says that party bloopers in the house. Our next target is SRH and DC to get them out of playoffs. Like,
Yeah.
how excited are we for that? You know, ये दो games जो बचे हुए, how excited are we?
Yeah, I don't
look
think
at
we're going
the
to take pride in the fact that we're party poopers because being in that position means we are out of contention.
Yeah.
But look, party में party कर रहे हैं हम लोग.
Party
We're
में party
chilling,
हो रही है.
enjoying. So I think we'll use this time more to probably get our team balanced, right?
Correct.
Experiment,
and
because we have only 2 games
and
left.
और उसका byproduct is us becoming party poopers because if we perform well, it'll be at the expense of someone who is
Correct.
potentially in the contention to qualify.
Absolutely.
And on the note of we are experimenting, how many of you really want to see Sanjay Yadav and Arjun
Yeah,
Tendulkar get a chance?
Sanjay
I really
Yadav,
want to
yes.
see.
Guys,
Get
please.
them for Kunal. at least.
Please.
कुणाल के लिए, कुणाल के लिए.
Please.
No, but we need a spinning all-rounder and a fast bowling all-rounder. So वो दोनों perfect position है वहाँ पर. Samiksha, you have something?
कुणाल ये पहले मैच
I
से
know.
अभी ये 11वीं मैच है. कुणाल कब से बोल रहा है guys please?
Talk about consistency.
अच्छा guys, बहुत टाइम के बाद घर जाने को मिल रहा है जल्दी. So I'm going to let you guys get back to an early-ish evening on an IPL night because we have wrapped up things early here with a big smile on our faces. We'll be back very soon. Don't you dare watch this anywhere else. We'll see you very soon. Ta-da, bye-bye, good night.